2 years ago, I did a video about this tool right here, the Grabo. And I made some pretty tall claims in that video. I said this tool will be on every job site in America within 5 to 10 years. A lot of things have happened since I've made that video. Not only have we worked on developing products around this tool, a lot of other companies have worked on developing products around this tool. And it's high time we did an update video. The stinger you just watched was from a video we did 2 years ago, and those were some products that we were messing around with for the Grabo, and some of them are on the market today. Now since then, a lot of other companies have jumped on board with the Grabo and developed products around that technology, and it is spreading across the industries like wildfire. This is Grabo Today. We've been seeing this tool spread out amongst the industries: landscape, tile, HVAC, fire suppression, glass installers, cabinet installers, construction sites, and it should. This is an amazing tool. And for those of you who haven't seen this before, let me show you its features. The Grabo is a handheld, portable vacuum device. Think of it like a giant suction cup that's battery powered. On the bottom, it has this seal around it that you can replace with other seals for different applications. On the top, the business end, it's got the on button. This is where you turn the battery on. It has a 14.4 volt rechargeable battery that goes in there. And then you can turn it on with the green button and you release it with the red button. There's two different Grabos here in the States. There's the Nemo Classic. Nemo's the name of the guy that invented the Grabo, and there's the Grabo Pro. The only difference between the two is the Grabo Pro has a smaller handle, a digital readout to tell you how much pressure it is that's holding to the surface, and it shuts itself off when it reaches that maximum pressure. And if it starts to leak a little bit, it'll turn itself back on to bring that pressure back up. The Nemo Grabo just stays on all the time. When you're ready to take it off, just push the big red button. Both of the Grabos will achieve about 375, 380 pounds of hold down pressure, depending on the porosity of the material that it's attached to. The physics behind how these work are commonly misunderstood. It's not actually sucking down to a material, it's being pushed down to the material. It's time to throw a little wisdom sauce on your knowledge noodle. We're pretty close to sea level, and at sea level there's 14.7 inches of atmospheric pressure all around us. That means for every square inch of our body, we're being pushed down on at 14.7 pounds of square inch. That's a lot of pressure. Some of us have more square inches than others. I keep telling her I'm under more pressure than she is. What the Grabo does is uses a vacuum pump, even smaller than the one I'm holding in my hand. Now it removes the atmosphere between the Grabo and the surface of the material that it's sitting on. And that puts 14.7 pounds of pressure per square inch, pushing the Grabo against the material, not sucking it to it. Now over the past couple of years, we've developed a lot of things or products around the Grabo and their latest creation, the AutoVac. Too many to show in this video, but we are going to show you a couple of them, and I'll link a couple of videos at the end of this video if you want to see some of the stuff that we've done in the past so you can check out more of that stuff. Once that's done, we'll take a look at some of the other innovations that are coming out from other companies, talk a little bit more about what's going on behind the scenes at Grabo, and I have some more predictions for where this is going for the future, and I bet I'm right. One of my favorite things that we've developed for the Grabo is the rock cart. You can put a rock seal on a Grabo, and this will vacuum down to things like slate and other landscape rocks. Makes it so one person can carry some really heavy stones around. The bottom of it comes off and just acts like a pick-em-up stick. You can vacuum it down to rocks without having to bend over and move them around really easily. Now this crazy looking thing that's attached to the Grabo is called the cabinet installation plate. And this is something that we developed to go along with the Grabo. This just makes installing cabinets really super easy, and it's available on the market. The way it works is you take two of them, attach it to the wall, and then you can put runners between both of them and set cabinets in place where they're actually going. You can move things around, adjust them as needed before you fasten the cabinets to the wall. In addition, if you work by yourself, you can throw a toggle clamp on these, secure it to the wall, and then you can clamp things like chair rail and crown molding and other things in place while you're trying to get that hung. We're really proud to have this out on the market, and it's been helping thousands of cabinet installers and trim carpenters for over a year now. Pretty cool stuff. Or the next product that we brought to market is this. It's a super simple vacuum plate. It turns your Grabo into a vacuum pump. In the woodworking world, this comes in really handy for vacuum templating, vacuum forming, and you can even use it on a vacuum chamber to like remove bubbles from epoxy. Because Maggie and I just retired and we're not doing production anymore, this is temporarily off the market, but we are working with a company to make these, so they'll be available again soon. This next accessory are lift systems for the Grabo, so you can attach Grabos to them. I developed the mini lift and the larger lift. The mini lift you can put 2 Grabos on. On the larger system you can put up to 6 Grabos on it. You pair these with a winch and a trolley system in your shop and you can move really heavy sheet goods all over the place. So whether you're moving big slabs or plywood, this just makes it a lot easier. Now, we started looking for a lift system a while back, and I was looking at lift systems that started at $15,000 to $20,000. And that's why we developed these, because it makes a lot more sense for a small shop like mine to maybe swing a little under $1,000 to build my own system using the Grabos than it does to go out and try and drop that kind of coin. I'm really proud of these and I hope to see these out on the market again sometime soon. This crazy little contraption is the very first prototype I built for the Grabo. Many of you are probably familiar with a magnetic drill. So it's a drill that magnetizes down to a sheet of steel and then you can drill a hole through it. I thought it would be crazy cool if there was a system that attached to not only metal, but wood, plastic, drywall, stone, and then you could drill a hole with it. So I put a drill press on a Grabo. Little did I know the genius behind the Grabo, Nemo, was already working on a device that made this look like a Tinker toy. And I happened to have some footage of it. My friend Ethan was down at the hardware show earlier this year and Nemo brought the prototype to show everybody at the show.
This thing is so cool. Tell us how it works.
Sure. This here is the vac drill. It's a SDS rotary hammer drill that attaches itself to the wall independently and drills the hole automatically. It also stops exactly where you set it. So you get a perfect hole, the exact same depth every time. This drill here drives down with a force of close to 80 pounds. So it actually drills faster than what you could do driving a regular drill into the wall. And you get a perfect hole, the exact same depth every time, perfectly straight. And it does all of this automatically for you.
That thing is crazy cool. And a big thank you to my buddy Ethan for sending me that clip. Ethan's always finding really cool tools and sharing them on his Instagram channel, so I'll put a link in the description box for Ethan's Instagram channel. Check it out. He's always coming across really cool stuff. Now, I'm not the only one that's been seeing the potential for the Grabo. There's been a lot of companies that have jumped on board developing products for it. The things like the seam sealer that helps you with countertops, seaming 2 countertops together and getting them perfectly level. Other things for moving giant slabs around to make sure that the slab is easy to handle and won't crack. Other devices for moving really heavy stone. There's been a lot of innovation around this tool and there's a lot more coming. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a handful of new products and innovations around this technology that are being developed right now that we'll see in the next couple of years. And even though I can't talk about it, there's things happening right now. They're going to launch this product into the stratosphere. I am definitely sticking to my guns on this. We're going to see the Grabo on almost every job site in the US in the next 3 to 8 years. In fact, I'm willing to take it a step further. Right now, Grabo's working on an automotive product based off of their AutoVac. We're going to see this in agriculture. We're going to see this in fabrication. We're going to see this in plastics. It's going to go everywhere. And even though we're not manufacturing products anymore, we have a whole new Grabo store. It's got the Grabos and lots of accessories. We'll put a link in the description box below if you want to check that out. If you haven't been able to tell from this video, I am very excited about this product, its continued growth, and to see where it's going in the future. I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say about this technology and where it's headed. Hit up the comment section down below. I'll be sure to check it out. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to check the links in the description box, and we'll see you in the next video.